One of the really cool functions and technologies available to us now in the 21st century is that we can go to libraries that are international. And we don't have to just go to the local library, you walk up the street, and that's all that you have available to you. We can now go and see other countries and find other histories. And so I have chosen the Bibliothèque et Archives Nationales du Québec in Montreal, which is also called Banque or the National Library of Quebec. And there are huge archives here available. I do speak French, and so a lot of the library website isn't available in English. So if you don't speak French, you might need a translator. When you first get to the website, you can click up here and toggle from, it automatically went into English because of where my browser is located, but you can also switch it over to French, either way, and kind of see what's going on. And it's really cool. There's tons of information available right off the bat. There's what you can see and do at the library. There's a history of the library system and the National Archives. They are celebrating Black History Month right now. And then there's also all of their ebooks and everything that's available online. However, I did find out, unless you live in Quebec, you can't actually check anything out from the library. Which is cool that like you don't have to live in Montreal to check out information. You can just get a card over the website. If you live way, way north and can't ever travel down, you still have access to all this information. As an American who does not live anywhere near here anymore, I can't check anything out physically or virtually, but I can look at all of the other information they have available. They have a ton of information in the archives in the Grand Bibliothèque. And so I wanted to kind of look at what's the timeline of Canada and of Quebec. So Quebec was founded in the 1500s. It was colonialized by the French. They don't have, it appears, a ton of information right off the bat on any of the Native Americans, or in Canada they call them First Nations peoples who lived here first. But that was available in other places, I did see. And so it won't be here, but this is definitely a timeline of the history of colonialized Quebec. It's really cool. You can see that they don't necessarily have a ton of archives and information in the 15, 16, or 1700s, but then there's tons of information in the 18 and 1900s, and then they're just starting in the 2000s. And you can click on any of this stuff and kind of learn about different acts that occurred and different laws that were passed and everything about Quebec and its history. So then I wanted to see, where can we go if you want to find out more information on genealogy? And we go to collections, and this kind of shows there's the National Archives, the National Library, and the collection of the Grand Bibliothèque, or the large library. It's really cool. You can go see there's the multilingual collection, and so it's in mostly French and English, but there is other languages as well available, some First Nations, maps and plans and atlases, different information. Then you can actually go to the National Library collections and see what everything they have. We're going to go Fonds and Collections of the National Archives, which is just all of the information available. So we're going to see everything. And this is where you could start a genealogy research. You could go and find, if you have any history or family here. I do not, so we're not going to try it today. But there's just different ways you can go through and search for your genealogy. We can also go back to collections and see if there's tours. And some of these you can do group tours. Some of them have videos you can go in and look at. There's self-guided tours. There's a lot of information available just right up front. We're going to go back to the home page. And when you click on the history, you can actually watch videos of different parts of history of Quebec and find out, who helped found the National Archive and, what's really important to these people. It's a really interesting, there's a lot of information here. When you go to videos, there are just tons of different students and people talking about history. This one, La Gaspésie, is a region of Quebec that is pretty far out into the Atlantic, and that's so you can click in here and look at the whole history of French fishing in northern Quebec. Again, nothing is in English on these pages, so you might need to have a translator or something available to you, but everything is here and it's really cool, this history that we can go and you can see a different country's library, you can find out a lot more information and just kind of research genealogy and all of this information. It's a lot of really cool technology.